If you are considering moving to Boise, Idaho, you need to stick around and watch this video because I'm taking you through a home in one of the best locations in Boise. Better yet, it's probably the best location in the entire Treasure Valley. I'm talking minutes to Lucky Peak, minutes to the foothills, walking trails, walking paths, minutes to the Boise River, minutes to downtown and the airport, etc. But most importantly, I pulled the numbers on this house and this is the most affordable new construction home in Southeast Boise. That's right, I'm in Southeast Boise and people love it because of everything I just said, the easy access to everything around here. It's a nice little community. You have views of the foothill, quick access to downtown, the airport, everything around there. You're gonna wanna be in this area. And most importantly, you're gonna wanna see this house because there's some really cool features in this house I want to show you. So let's jump into this house and get a look around. All right, this is the exterior of the house. This home is built by a builder you probably never really heard of, Millstone Contracting, the smaller builder out here, but as you'll see when we get inside, they do some really amazing work. Shout out to Jamie Ernest of Boise Premier for letting me get into this house. One thing I really like on the outside here is if you see these vertical panels, just the fact that they're being vertical, two windows stacked on top of each other, really makes the house feel way bigger than it is. Not to mention in here, just the front entryway, 15-foot ceilings right here. I'm not quite sure, but really tall. And I noticed just little details like this. You don't see a lot of builders put this in here. Just in case any water gets in here, it helps bounce it off so you don't get rust and rotting in this panel right here. Huge ceiling. I think this one was like 20 something feet up there. So you get this grand entryway with a nice chandelier up top. And right off to the right will be your garage. This is gonna go to the kitchen and living room. And we'll get in there because there's something really cool in there. So over here is a garage. It is a 3-car garage, so you get some depth in here. Good space in here. If you don't have a 3-car garage, you got an area back here to put some benches, tables, do some yard work, and of course the door to get to the backyard to bring out any lawnmowers or anything like that. Coming down the hallway throughout the house, you're gonna see 9-foot ceilings, so nice and tall. Over here is your half bath right off the entryway. Really nice finishes with the, what do you call this, the raised sink versus the insert. Really nice. And they got a little shelving down here, which you don't normally get. Right over here is the living room. What I actually like is all these windows make it really bright in here. You can imagine, I'm trying to remember all my directions here, but that way's west. So the sun sets over there, so you're gonna get a lot of natural light that comes in here through the evening time. Save on electricity and just a good view, you know? You're gonna get sunlight coming in here. It's always nice when you have sunlight, just kind of relax and enjoy your home versus depending on all the lights, you know? What I really like too is this fireplace over here. No need for some giant stone feature or anything like that, some big old mantle. They went really simple, really clean, just inserted it into the wall. It looks really fresh and it kind of goes with the entire house if you know the kitchen. White cream tones, black handles, strictly there. The white walls, black insert for the fire panel. Really nice. We'll head over here. I guess they call it a tech room, just a little office space. You know, they have the outlet, so if you still want to put a TV in here, you can. Put just enough space for a desk or a storage room or something like that. If you put a desk in here, it'd be kind of nice because out the window, you get a little view of the foothills. Hard to see on my phone, it looks better in person, I swear. Little view of the foothills. So if you're anything like me, you can work and stare off and ponder and wonder and think about what you're doing. Down this way is that kitchen. And here's what I like is these little corners right over here. They got shelves over here just for extra little bit of storage. Oftentimes you see builders put the under storage cabinets under here. Great idea, I love it. I put things in there that you know you're never gonna touch, but it is annoying when you have to start moving all these chairs out of the way to get access down there. So clean kitchen, you got your oven, microwave, gas stovetop. And over here is your pantry, quite large. And it still goes just like a couple feet over here. So a lot of room to put what you need in here. Really neat what do you call these? Drop down pendant lights that hang over here. And here's a stovetop tile backsplash. And if you're looking for a recipe on poblano pork chili verde, go ahead and pause this video. There's your recipe. Here is the dining table area. I just noticed this window is huge. Massive window. Again, goes with the natural light. Having dinner over here and just the light bringing it in. Over here is, what do you call this? An ensuite, a guest room, because it has its own full bathroom. And this is really cool. It has its own closet, right? Just looks like a normal closet. But when you slide these doors over, it turns into a walk-in closet. You got enough room to go back here, hang more clothes, store more things over here. It's not just one of those closets with, you know, kind of this pole extended over here and that's all you get. No, they went in and give you more storage room. So this is a great place if you have family members who are coming to stay with you in Boise. In-laws, mother-in-law, guest space, fantastic for this. And here's the bathroom. Same kind of finishes as that half bathroom. And your shower insert over here. I absolutely love covered patios. It's almost like a must, especially with the ceiling fan. It's just prime for outdoor living here, especially in summertime when it's hot, but not too hot because when you're in a shaded area, it feels fantastic. Here's your view. Again, the foothills. It's a good space out here. Enough room. Kind of on a corner lot, corner angled lot. Right over here is a little walking path that extends out to the other road. But you can do a lot of things back here, plenty of room. I just got into gardening. It's a good place to put some garden beds out here. If you do some garden beds over here, you get like all day sunlight for your plants. If you do it on this side, you get like afternoon, midday to evening sunlight. So you can do a lot of things out here. I like it. Oh, and you can't forget gas stub right over there, so make sure you can grill, because if you come here, you are going to grill. Now, before we get upstairs, look, I know Southeast Boise isn't exactly the cheapest place to live, but again, this is the most affordable new construction home in Southeast Boise on the market. Now, if Southeast Boise doesn't work for you, price point doesn't work here, you don't like this part of town, or you don't like this house, that is absolutely okay. People call me from YouTube all the time and they just need help narrowing down different areas, locations, and just an area that really fits their lifestyle and their budget. That's what I really specialize in. I love sitting down, getting to know you, talking about what you need, and focusing on a place, giving you a couple suggestions where your dollar can go the furthest. If that is something you're interested in and just need a little bit of guidance other than, you know, the endless researching online, go ahead, give me a call, and we'll come up with a game plan how to get you here and finding you the perfect home. And we will continue on upstairs, but before I get upstairs, I didn't take you in here because this is really cool. You're probably already guessing that this is one of those under staircase storage space, which it is, but you normally don't get to see this. With built-in storage here, a little cabinet to put things and, you know, store all your stuff over here, especially with the 8-foot door. So when you walk in, you just see these you get this massive view up here of 20-some foot ceiling. Then you get that big old 8-foot door over here. And then this, of course, goes all the way in, wraps around. I'm not gonna break my back, but it goes around just about to here. So a lot of room to store things in or hide things. Good hiding place if you're playing hide and go seek. And we'll continue up here. Now I'm gonna stop here and look at this. These are the double windows I was pointing out from outside. Tall, vertical, 2 stacked on top of each other. Again, adds to the whole grandiose theme of this house. It just looks so grand. And it's not $1 million. I didn't even talk about the price yet. We'll talk about that at the end, but we are far below $1 million. So upstairs, you get this nice little loft area. Perhaps put some desk over here. Good place to do some work, maybe kids. Over here is the window. And get, again, nice little view out that way. Down over here is your master bedroom. big, spacious, bright. You still get the window over here for sunset light. You got the windows over here to the southish. So if throughout the year, you're gonna get a lot of sunlight because the sun usually sits pretty low. So you'll get a lot of light that comes through here. Up top, if you see here, you get your fan. 8-foot ceiling with recessed ceiling, bumps it up to 9 foot. Makes it look bigger, more grandiose. Absolutely love that. The master bathroom, take a look at that. Similar finishes to just like the kitchen and the rest of the house. Granite right here, cream colored, black finishes, and even this mirror that you're looking at me in, rather than having those two individual pieces, you get one giant mirror with clean lighting up top. And then tub, massive tub, I could fit in there. Not a tub person, but I could fit in there. Right around the corner is your walk-in shower. Check this out. Nice tiles on the floor. Nice tiles against the wall. Seating, shelving, and dual shower heads. So really nice in here, really spacious. And you get a nice little window to add brightness in here and also let out some of the steam. Because, you know, these vents right up here, they only do so good. I mean, look at that, you know, it only works so much. So if you open this window, get the vent out this place, and your nice mirror over here won't be all fogged up. Right in here is the toilet, but this master closet, I mean, check this thing out. You walk in, you get this, right? And then you get all of this. So plenty of room in here. You shouldn't be hurting on your closet space here. I'm gonna take it that's the his, and this is the hers area. So a lot of room, a lot of shelving. I like what they did in here. Let's head out this way and we'll go check out the rest of the house. Right down this hallway is where we're gonna get to the two other bedrooms. You get mirrored bedrooms over here. Here's your view from the front. You can see the foothills out over here. You got a gentleman over here walking his dog. In fact, when I came in this neighborhood, I think there were 3 people out walking their dogs, so a very active community. And you get a community pool that's just kind of like on the other side of these houses over here. Closets. Now this is simple, but much appreciated, because let's show you this side. You actually have some built-ins in here. A lot of times when you get new construction home, everything looks fine and dandy. And then you go into the closets and all you get is this little $5 pole that goes from end to end. And it's just kind of, you make this fantastic house and then you put a measly little closet in there. So I like to actually have some built-ins in here. We'll get there in a minute. This is the other bedroom, but what I want to show you in here, and these are good sized rooms, by the way. You can fit a good full-size bed in here. You get the full closet with the nice built-ins too. And then what's also really cool is this window. Unlock that there, pull this here, and you twist this, and look at that. Yep, opens up versus just a typical sliding window. Really like that. Let me get this closed real quick. Close that, and let's go down this way. Here is your laundry room. Nice and spacious. Enough shelving, space to fold clothes, and a sink. I still to this day don't know what this is for. For people who do laundry, what do you use this for? Because I literally don't ever touch it or use it for anything. I guess if you stain your clothes, you soak it in that, but other than that, I never use that. And over here is the bathroom for those 2 rooms. You still got the same look going throughout the house. Cream, black, nice quartz countertops up here, and nice finishes of course with the lights and everything. There is your shower and toilet, and of course a nice linen closet. All right, this home again is built by Millstone Contracting. This is their sawtooth floor plan. Little known builder around here. They're not huge, they're not doing massive subdivisions or anything like that. I personally love finding these type of builders because they do a lot of great work. They're not out here just dishing out houses and a lot of the details missed, just like outside when I showed you that little rail between the siding and the stone front. Just little things like that that they do. And quite honestly, in my experience, a lot easier to work with just because they're proud of their product, you know, and they want to give you a good home, not just dish out the money and take the commission, right? So this home, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2447 square feet, 3-car garage. They had the guest suite over there. They had the little tech room. There's no back neighbors. You get a little good view of the foothills. And if you go to the front of the house, you got a great view of the foothills from over there. They got that little bonus living space upstairs. And again, Southeast Boise is all about the location, the quick access you have to the foothills, to the Boise River, Lucky Peak to get to downtown if you're going out for a date night or anything like that. You are a commuter, like traveling, you have access to the airport. You can take the back roads, literally no traffic to get there from here. In this community specifically, you know, you get walking paths and there's a community pool up front. HOAs around here, you're looking at $365 semi-annually. That means 2 times a year. Your taxes right now, $22.46 a year, subject to change, of course. New construction always gets a little finicky with that. And this home here is priced at $689,500. It is the most affordable new construction home in Southeast Boise. A lot of the homes, especially new construction, particularly down here in this area, they're gonna be up there in the foothills. They're gonna be $1 million plus. They're gonna be pretty far up there. So this home, under $700,000, which is a great price point for this area. But again, look, if you're not interested in this area, it doesn't fit your budget, you want something else in the house, you're looking for anything particular, I want you to go ahead and give me a phone call and let's work together and find you a great home in a great area. Until the next time, I'll see you on the next video.